Hello, everybody. For those of you who don't know what Ninja Gaiden is, it was released in 1988 as a arcade game. 1 year later, it was released for Nintendo Entertainment System. This is the ground zero here. Okay, so then in 1990 we got Ninja Gaiden 2. Okay. In 2004, they did a reboot. Okay. All sealed. $50. 2008, I think, Sigma was released. So I'll get to the history of this in a minute. But today's video is about Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. Hope you enjoyed the video. Alright, welcome back. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that jazz. Alright, so I spent the last 3 months preparing for this review. So in the description, there will be links, sources, all that jazz, so that you guys can see what I've been doing the last 3 months. So in those links, there will be gameplay, there will be playlists to the games that I'm gonna be talking about here in this video. Please enjoy the video. Alright, so this is my website, and here is the review. Okay, so Ninja Gaiden was released in 1988 as Ninja Ryu Gaiden and Shadow Warriors in Europe. Ninja Gaiden was originally an arcade game where you are a ninja and you are to progress through the world of Ninja Gaiden in a beat-em-up gameplay style. So this is the arcade version of Ninja Gaiden. You put quarters in, this is how it's done. Beat 'em up style. You can see a little bit of similarities here. Before we continue, I just want to say that Ninja Gaiden is otherwise known as side story in Japan, in Japanese dialect. So yeah, that's what it means in English to Japanese. At the same time, Tecmo was readying a version of Ninja Gaiden for the Nintendo Entertainment System console. And in the process of developing Ninja Gaiden for NES, they changed the gameplay style. That conversion to NES drastically changed the way the game is played. It is no longer a perfect conversion, which today is known as a port. So now it's no longer the beat 'em up title. It's now an action game. Upon release, the game became an instant hit despite the change. Tecmo saw how successful Ninja Gaiden was received and went to work on a sequel. From here, Ninja Gaiden 2: The Dark Sword of Shadow Chaos, and it was built on the original NES release and went on to sell just as well as the original NES release. Long term, both games has become legendary games in the Nintendo Entertainment System library. Ninja Gaiden 3: The Ancient Ship of Doom was released shortly thereafter, but did not receive the same critical acclaim the first two games enjoyed. Tecmo released Ninja Gaiden Trilogy and did not sell nearly as much as the first two, and Ninja Gaiden would take a long hiatus until 2004, like I said before. That's the reboot. Okay? Tecmo and Team Ninja released a reboot for Xbox. Shortly thereafter, Tecmo and Team Ninja got the funding of Microsoft to develop Ninja Gaiden 2 for Xbox 360. In 2008, Ninja Gaiden 2 was released and has put Ninja Gaiden back on the map. Notoriously known as a difficult game, iconic and legendary. Team Ninja rocked the gaming industry with a surprise stealth drop earlier this year with the release of Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. After the announcement of Ninja Gaiden 4 set to be released in late 2025, .emu, the makers of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge, and Streets of Rage 4 are scheduled to release Ninja Gaiden Ragebound during summer 2025. Scroll down here for a little bit. In order to aid this review, I spent the last 3 months replaying Ninja Gaiden Sigma and Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 before starting Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. I have completed all games thoroughly. This review is about Ninja Gaiden 2 Black for PlayStation 5. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black was released for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X, and PC on January 23rd, 2025. This is when the Xbox Developer Direct took place. So that's where it was announced. So it is available now. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black was a complete remake to Ninja Gaiden 2 that originally released on Xbox 360. Ninja Gaiden 2, it was regarded as one of the best games ever made in the action genre. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black was using the Dynasty Warriors 9/Dead or Alive 4 engine, overlaid with Unreal Engine 5. It's important to notice that here we're talking about Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 engine. So we're talking about an older engine, evolution, evolved from other games in the Tecmo library. So Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 was based on that. So when you overlay that with Unreal Engine 5, you're going to have that result of the mechanics and the graphics meshing together in one game. In other words, Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is based on the Ninja Gaiden 2 Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 from both a coding perspective and the content was available therein. So it was two things in there. Okay? Some say that Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is basically Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 Plus. Koei Tecmo said that the reason for this is because they couldn't salvage the code for Ninja Gaiden 2. So they opted for the Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 code base. So underneath that game, Ninja Gaiden Black, underneath that is Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2. Okay? So we'll get back to the review now. Gameplay. Ninja Gaiden Ninja Gaiden as of 2004 is a 3D hack and slash action game. For the most part, Ninja Gaiden games plays similarly to most action games of that era, 2000s, including Devil May Cry. In fact, Tomonobu Itagaki that was the game director of Ninja Gaiden's reboot until Ninja Gaiden 3. And Itagaki saw Devil May Cry as a competition. Ninja Gaiden games in Ninja Gaiden 2, in Ninja Gaiden games, you walk, you attack, you wall run, you perform action-based maneuvers like the guillotine drill. Each action can collide with enemies as if you are playing a fighting game. That's basically what I said there. So, Ninja Gaiden's engine is actually based on Dynasty Warriors, which is a hack and slash with hordes of enemies. And Dead or Alive, which is a fighting game. Each battle ends with a finishing move, like a Mortal Kombat game. During 2000s, we saw the rise of action games that have finishing moves as an ending. One of those games is actually God of War. Okay? That's Ninja Gaiden in a nutshell. So, how's Ninja Gaiden 2 Black? Well, like I said, I played Ninja Gaiden Sigma and Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 before I began Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 did not have Itagi's involvement or input. It was coded by a different development team within Tecmo. So for the most part, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 was stripped down from Tomonobu Itagi's Ninja Gaiden 2's vision. Okay? However, Koei Tecmo acknowledges Ninja Gaiden 2 and decided to make amends on what happened with Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2. The amends include making the game a bit busy and more difficult. for the most part, Ninja Gaiden 2 Black plays like a better version of Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2. It runs at silky smooth 60 frames per second with no hiccups. Enemies coalesce around Ryu Hayabusa and want to destroy him. Bosses are large and want to take you down. Some boss battles have multiple minions to aid the battle, and was not in the original Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 release. The difficulty. Keep this in mind. This review assumes that you play Ninja Gaiden Sigma games as your first source material. I never played the Xbox version of Ninja Gaiden, or Ninja Gaiden Black, or the Xbox 360 version of Ninja Gaiden 2. Many regard Ninja Gaiden and Ninja Gaiden Black as the definitive version of the 2004 game. Many also regard Ninja Gaiden 2 Black as the definitive version, and it is nails biting hard, like hard. Take, for instance, the infamous or famous stairs. Whichever you land, that stairs is iconic. Give me a second here, okay? You can watch this on the CarlosX360 channel. The Xbox 360 version is backwards compatible with the Xbox One console and the Xbox Series consoles. If you put Ninja Gaiden 2 into the Xbox Series X console, you will get what is known as forward compatibility. If you reach this spot, the stairs become a chaotic masterpiece. The Spider Clan members will swarm your area and try to overcrowd you with their sheer number. On Xbox 360, this would run at 20 frames per second as the console starts to work overtime to keep up. Xbox Series X does this at 4K and 60 frames per second. So that being said, it's fair to say that Ninja Gaiden 2 Black isn't easy, nor is it hard. Ninja Gaiden 2 on Xbox 360 makes any other version look tame in both graphics and difficulty. I would give Ninja Gaiden 2 Black credit. They actually put in effort in making the game as close as possible to Ninja Gaiden 2. Okay. Story. There's not really that much of a story to Ninja Gaiden 2. It takes place shortly thereafter the first Ninja Gaiden 2004 reboot. Ryu Hayabusa and Joe Hayabusa both had the demon statue to prevent world calamity from ever happening. Ryu Hayabusa goes after Genshin to obtain the demon statue. That's all there is to it. So, now, controls. Controls for Ninja Gaiden games are difficult to explain for the average person because you are basically controlling a speedy ninja. Despite you controlling a ninja, you're not playing a stealth game. You're playing an action game. You will lunge at enemies if you are a master ninja or something. You will lunge at enemies as if you are a master ninja or something. Guillotine throw allows you to parry enemies at will. For the most part, you are parkouring all over the place or over enemies as if this is a marathon. You can zap to enemies, you can pull off finishing moves and move on to the next enemy without being interrupted. You can even use techniques in succession from the enemy to the next without interruption. Graphics. Ninja Gaiden in general already looks awesome, but Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is beautiful. Team Ninja utilized the Unreal Engine 5 to its absolute limit. Under the hood, it's using the Ninja Gaiden Sigma engine and is taxing consoles because of how unoptimized Unreal Engine 5 is. It won't really matter because the SSD is handling most of the executions. You execute the code. I cannot stop gushing about how well polished the graphics of Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is. Every wall has a light source. Every lamp has a light blooming outward. Every reflection illuminates the world. All in 4K, 60 frames per second glory. My favorite use of Unreal Engine is the market where the light bounces off of each other. As if it's in real life. Or the later chapters with the skull and bones structures. User interface. The user interface of Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is good and in some places improved over Ninja Gaiden Sigma releases. The game gives you options as to how to interact with your weapons, nippos, and items. You can do it on the fly, or you can press the options button. I use the options button because of habit. I have a habit of doing it because of the start button. So that's my habit. I grew up on NES, you see. Sometimes I forget the weapon and or item select via directional buttons is even there. Murasa's menu has some improvements in some places, including merging item buying and upgrade buying in the same screen rather than overlapping menus. Music and sound. The sounds are punchy and loud. The music is kind of mute, but it shines through in waves that matters the most. Both mesh together to bring an experience that tugs at your heartstrings. The tempo changes only at waves that make sense, and the highs only exemplifies the hectic battles and chaos that is ensuing. I feel like the game's sound was a bit remastered over the Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 release. I don't know if you heard that from the video I just played. Carlos' verdict. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is a beautiful love letter to Ninja Gaiden fans worldwide. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is a beautiful love letter to action fans worldwide. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is a crisp game with a silky, smooth experience. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is an action game with speed, aggression, and violence. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black plays like a responsive action game that blends into the next action without interruption. Ninja Gaiden games are notoriously difficult games, and that's just how players like it or love. Rating is 80 to 100. That'll be all for this video. I'll put gameplay right up, coming soon right now. Alright, I'll let gameplay go for a few minutes, but I would like you to subscribe, like the video, share the video, comment on the video, do all that jazz. I'll see you guys later. Talk about CarlosX360's. I'll see you on the next video. Enjoy the gameplay.